NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And
He can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 1, ready?
They'll try and run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
Off play action. Pickett
out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. First carry for Najee Harris.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Runs over it to Mixon on the check down. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
The Steelers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett sets up play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion, the tight end. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Pickett back to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Pickett now on first down. Swings this out here for Cohen.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down.
Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go,
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
11.
To try again after the sack. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
11 MP, stop.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
11 coming.
Receiver in motion left. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11 empty. Pace. 11 empty. Pace.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Nixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They hand this off to Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll run with Harris. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Gets this out wide to Pickens. Down inside the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here we go, here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
11. 12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On one, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Here we go, here we go.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in the dock.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Pickett to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Pickett to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really starting to come in sync. So for Cincinnati, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans.